Oh, the mic is there. Just speak into it again, sir. Mic शायद चल नहीं रहा. While SN Saab gets the mic working, sir, I just have a question.
Hello.
Okay, you do have it.
My name is Kaisar Mia. I'm a retired chartered accountant, and at the moment I'm a social worker. Sir, you have mentioned that the CFO should be looking at the interest of all the stakeholders and not just the shareholders. That is correct, but in actual practice, we find that there are conflicting interests of various shareholders. Various stakeholders. The shareholders want the maximum dividend. The labor force want the maximum wages. The government wants, of course, whatever taxes they want. When it comes to other social welfare, so how to deal with these conflicts and how to solve. And sometimes even the management is not supporting the CFO in this regard. So if you would like to please suggest how these conflicts can be resolved. Thank you.
It's not easy matter that you can have a magic solution to this problem. What I'm trying to argue is that if you have highly motivated workers, they will be more productive and they will be able to contribute to the bottom line which the owners or the managers are looking for. And that to me is something which we always have an adversarial or confrontational, posture. I can vouch for companies where the morale and the productivity have really gone up and the profits have been much higher as compared to the previous episode where the workers were not treated well. So I don't see this as a conflict. It is a matter of timing, whether you are looking for dividends every quarter or you're looking dividends 3 years or 4 years later. That's the point I'm trying to make. As far as taxes are concerned, I personally am quite puzzled by this view that by evading taxes, you're actually doing a great service to your own company. When I talked to the US companies in the 2004 for mergers and acquisitions of Pakistani textile companies so that they can fabricate the goods here and the American companies as the joint venture partners can carry out the marketing and the sale in the US, which is a win-win situation. They say that none of the textile companies has the balance sheets which can be trusted because the figures there are not substantiated, they are fake and forged in order to evade taxes. But look at the Indian companies. The Indian companies are now acquiring assets in UK, in the USA, in Europe. And Mr. Azim Premji told me that the amount of private equity funds and hedge funds which are interested in coming and acquiring Wipro assets is tremendous because he has the most transparent, balance sheet. And transparency has a payoff which the evasion of taxes will never be able to do that. You have only your very little amount of your own, but because of the transparency you can leverage 90% of other people's money to your benefit. So I really sometimes wonder, that's the mindset we were talking about, that you are always saying 5 पैसे इधर बचा लिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की चोरी कर ली, टैक्स बचा लिया, हम जो है बड़े अमीर हो गए. अमीर उस वक्त होंगे आप जबकि आप ट्रांसपेरेंट होंगे और दूसरे लोग आपको अपने पैसा देने के लिए तैयार होंगे. That is what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the questions. May you please give Dr. Ishrat a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I'd like to invite the conference keynote for the regional perspective to talk about the sustainability in the agenda of the CFO and new competencies. Please welcome Mr. A.N. Raman, who's the Vice President SAFA and member of PAIB and IFAC. Mr. Raman.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning to all of you. That's nice. It's a great privilege for me to be here all the way, and I thank Mr. Surya, President of ICAP, for this excellent opportunity. In this occasion, I carry the warm regards and congratulations from the South Asian Federation of Accountants to ICAP for this very excellent initiative, and more than that, also the best wishes and congratulations from the Professional Accountants and Business Committee of the International Federation of Accountants, which has given me a very great honor of being a part of the committee and address many of the issues which Dr. Saab is telling to be an agenda of the Professional Accountants and Business. Rather, I would be very happy to look at this CFO conference as a conference of professional accountants and business community as a whole, rather than the CFO alone. And that is the amount of focus which IFAC has started giving to this segment of the professional accountants. To share a good news with you, in the strategic planning which has been very recently finalized by the International Federation, it has been consciously decided that for a very long time this segment of the accounting community has been neglected, and from henceforth, from this year onwards, a greater amount of resources and a greater amount of commitment will be coming into IFAC to concentrate on professional accountants and business throughout the world. This is a good news for all of us, and I am sure that with this sort of involvement even from IFAC, this segment will be growing in importance and will perform a greater role in the days to come. Let me turn to the presentation of the day. In fact, I was just engrossing myself in the speech of Dr. Saab, and I was just admiring that my presentation is aligning the third point of Dr. Saab relating to the sustainability of the way of doing business and the role of professional accountants in that. In a lighter vein, 30 years back or 35 years back, when my grandfather was telling me, "Look, guy, keep walking. You seem to be putting on weight," which perhaps I haven't listened till date of my late grandfather. When he was cautioning me that you need to practice a lot of walking and running on a daily basis 35 years back, seldom did I realize that he was talking of my sustainability in the later age. And when my mother, maybe 10 years back or 15 years back, was cautioning me, "Please reduce your sweet consumption. This is not the way you should be going after sweets, lest you will be getting into a diabetic pattern of life," I never realized that she was talking of my sustainability in the days to come. Friends and ladies and gentlemen, this is in very simple words, the essence of sustainability. Do your business in such a way that you do not plunder the society and a nation's resources. And this simple theme has become a very structured subject now, and coming under the tremendous focus of the International Federation of Accountants, in particular the Professional Accountants and Business Committee, to which I belong to. Some of you, if you get into the website of IFAC and go into the Professional Accountants and Business Committee section, you will find a complete unfolding of the sustainability framework. So those who are interested can get into the ifac.org website and get into the sustainability framework which is being propagated by the